We always try to choose a city where we feel we can have a philanthropic impact and really help a community. In London, it was right after COVID. Sorry, in New York, it was right after COVID. In London, again after COVID, but really recognizing the fact that the government had made so many cuts to the performing arts, and the theater communities, film communities were really struggling. So we were able to sell our tickets to support many regional organizations, as well as those that are based in London. And then moving on to Paris, we really wanted to help young athletes, as we were right before the Olympics, and we were recognizing the relationship between sport and fashion. But we had already decided to support Hollywood with Vogue World Hollywood before the fires. So obviously when that happened, that tragedy happened, it made it feel even more urgent and important. And all the ticket sales, which I believe is over 4.5 million, will be donated to Annette Bening's Entertainment Community Fund, which will benefit Hollywood professionals that lost their homes in the fire. So of course, we hope it will be a fun night, but behind it, we always try to come in to a city with the spirit of recognizing how we can be helpful. Tomorrow night, we hope it will be celebratory and joyful. And I always believe when things are very challenged, that's the time that you can do the most. So we have a history of sort of picking ourselves up and saying, what can we do to be out there and to support the communities that need it most? Vogue has always stood up for those values. So it's very meaningful to be here at Hollywood, and we're very grateful to the support of the community from all the studios and from Rick Caruso, and obviously from Governor Newsom, and particularly David Ellison and Paramount. So we hope very much that it will feel like communities coming together and supporting each other. Part of the show that you'll be seeing tomorrow night is Vogue's choice of, I think it's 50 iconic actors whose costumes we feel have inspired not only the fashion community, but audiences all over the world, whether it's Ingrid Bergman and Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca, or Keira Knightley's costume in Atonement. So I think it's a whole world of costumes and creativity and imagination that inspires us, and the sort of respect and honor between fashion and film costume designers and fashion designers is so deep that this is really what we're trying to recognize tomorrow.
I started in this business, there wasn't a lot of representation, and I'm very proud to have been a part of what happens behind the camera, the work that happens behind the camera, because as costume designers, we're storytellers, and we really want to tell our stories. You know, like the fires that happened might have stripped away our history, but they didn't strip away our stories and our passion. And so rebuilding like this here at Vogue World is just a part of like why I got into this business to begin with, because I love telling our stories, and I love telling stories in a true manner. You know, LA has been my muse and my home, and I've loved living here for like 38 years. So it's been 38 years of building stories from the ground up, from, you know, realigning and training the eye to see beauty from other lenses and other standards, and I'm just super proud of that.
I love that. And
I was also excited about the fact that I wanted to be involved with something that was truly giving back and truly a support to the costumers and the costume designers. So I was excited that on this platform, at this level, that we were able to do something big, and so I was super excited.
Oh man, I mean,
Anna selected the films she wanted featured. And I selected the pieces. That's a lot to do with actually what was available, what I knew I could get, and I mean, actually, two of them are out of my own personal archive, and the other two I knew where they were. So it was sort of practicality, really, what was available and what would work.
Hollywood, both as a place, as a creative industry, provides more inspiration to fashion than any other. When you go backstage at a designer show, there's always film stills and characters and costumes on the mood board. And in this process, we learned it goes the other way too, that the costume designers are always pulling from fashion. And so it seemed like there was no other choice except Hollywood. There's 480 seats, and a significant portion of them are for costume designers, costume design students, and we all, I think they tend to be the most fun people in the audience anyway.